Hi, Jody. This is Jasmine, Elsie's occupational therapy student. I just wanted to follow up because I saw that Elsie's doctor recently gave her a diagnosis of being overweight, that she is now in the 90th percentile. I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about what this means and then what we can do as occupational therapists to help prevent obesity eventually for Elsie. So, obesity is just identified as being a body mass index at or above the 95th percentile. So, body mass index is measured just that ratio of Elsie's height and weight. So, obviously, there's a lot that goes into being overweight, but this is just kind of a way that a doctor can quickly analyze that and give people an idea of what kind of things we can do to help prevent any further gaining of weight and then increasing of that obesity status. So individuals who are at risk of developing obesity include kids with decreased access to safe parks or nutritional foods. Also, kids with developmental disabilities are 40% more likely to develop obesity due to secondary conditions like pain, social isolation, and deconditioning. I think this is especially important because of Elsie's diagnosis of a developmental disability. I know that we have a really great support system that we're trying to develop for Elsie, so I think that as we continue to develop some strategies, we can really help prevent obesity eventually with Elsie as we move forward. So, just so you know, a diagnosis of obesity can really impact her physical health. It puts her at risk for developing other health conditions like diabetes, asthma, cardiovascular disease, high blood pressure, and high cholesterol. It also can limit her physical play on the playground and outdoor games in the neighborhood, which we both know that she loves so much. It also can impact her sleeping. It limits her energy levels and attention at school, so that can really impact her ability to fully engage at school as well. Being overweight also increases Elsie's risk of weight bias. This probably is a new term for you. It was for me pretty recently too. Weight bias is also known as weight stigma. It includes those negative judgments and stereotypes of an obese person. So when people say things like they're lazy or they have poor self-control, all those kind of things leads to poor self-esteem, feelings of loneliness, difficulty making friends, and then social withdrawal. So I really feel like this is important to think about because we really want to prevent these impacts on her physical and emotional health as we move forward. As OTs, we can really help children prevent obesity. We can do things like establishing a healthy routine at home, school, and the community, facilitating positive self-image for overall health and wellness, educating kids like Elsie on healthy foods and words that she understands, and then relates back to activities that she enjoys. If you think about Elsie really loves going on the swing set and going to the park and playing on the obstacle course, we can really integrate those things into her daily life to improve this overweight status. We also can find home exercise programs that are unique to the kid and identify ways to modify her daily routine. We can help caregivers like you discover routines to manage kids' medications and then help caregivers build the confidence to intervene and decrease that weight bias teasing that I was mentioning before. But right now, I really want to focus on promoting positive behaviors at home and preventing obesity. So I know that you guys have a really busy work schedule, and recently with COVID, the unpredictable nature of Elsie's school schedule, I thought it would be best to really hone in on promoting healthy habits at home. And then over the next few weeks, we're going to talk a little bit more about how we can apply these habits at school and in her community as well. So over the next week, I want you to look at these 5 suggestions. If you look at this handout here, I want you to think about these 5 suggestions and how we're going to integrate that into her daily routine. I have some stickers here for Elsie, so I want her to put at least one sticker on each of those suggestions, right over there over the Moana, which we both know she loves so much. And then her reward at next week's treatment session, she gets 5 weeks of free play on the obstacle course. So the first suggestion that I have is eat the rainbow is what I call it. So kind of developing that healthy diet to improve her healthy growth and development. So thinking about things like fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, low fat and fat-free dairy products. Those kind of things are what I consider to be a healthy diet for Elsie. So in order to do this, I want at least one of her meals to be a half a plate of fruits and vegetables. So half of that whole plate would be fruits and vegetables. And if she does that, she gets to put a sticker on her Moana. The next thing I want you guys to try is slowing down that sugar. So help Elsie rethink her drink is what I like to call it. So offering water or plain or low-fat milk or 100% juice. That's one way that she can slow down that sugar. Also, we can have one day where she has less than 10% of her calories being a sugar choice. So for Elsie, in terms of what her optimal caloric intake would be, that would be 180 calories for the sugar. So that would be a handful of gummy bears or one Reese's peanut butter cup. So that day, that's what she gets as her sugar choice. So one of those strategies would be a great thing, and then she can add that sticker. The next thing I want her to do is try to find a routine. So at least one day next week, I want Elsie to try at least one of the following habits to integrate into her routine, such as no screens an hour before bed, choosing one healthy snack after school, finding a fun physical activity. While you're doing this as her mom, make sure to encourage the activity itself, not the exercise. Make it fun. We don't want her to not have fun while she's exercising. So this can include things like obstacle courses, silly animal walks, playing outside with her sister, those kind of things. Another idea that you can do for her routine is making sure she's getting enough sleep. So the CDC recommends kids that are aged 6 to 12 need at least 9 to 12 hours of uninterrupted sleep. So that's another way we can integrate into her routine. Fourth one is I want you to lead by example. So have at least one designated family dinner together. This is even an opportunity to kind of integrate that healthy meal choice. That would be kind of a little extra credit point. You can also find a family activity that is a physical family activity, like going for a walk or a scooter ride around the neighborhood. Just make sure to start small with this activity. Gradually build up your family routine, and then you can make it so it's 3 to 5 days a week eventually. But starting now, we'll just do one day, just so you can make sure that you guys can really integrate that into your routine and have fun together. And the last thing I really want to do is I want you to emphasize Elsie's overall health instead of thinness. So one way you can do this and earn that sticker would be to start an open dialogue about health. This could just be one conversation where you use sensitive language and openly talked about Elsie's weight. Make sure you watch her body language and let her know that it's a safe space, and then you can stop the conversation at any time and return to it. Another way you can earn your sticker for this is finding a positive role model for Elsie. So this could be a family member, her dance coach, family friend, whoever. This just really is an opportunity to help her build confidence and self-esteem. So while you and Elsie are trying to earn those stickers, I want you to think about the following question. How has obesity impacted individuals, like your family, friends, etc., in your life? Since Elsie sometimes struggles with confidence and self-esteem, I think it's a good opportunity for you and Elsie's dad to reflect on the impact weight bias has had on your life. This will really help you, your ability to lead by an example and emphasize her overall health and well-being. Thank you guys very much. If you have any questions, just let me know.